Imagine waking up one morning, you're 72, you feel dizzy, you reach for your cane, but your hand won't move, your speech slurs, and then, just like that, your entire world stops. As a brain doctor, I've seen this happen more times than I can count, but what if I told you some of those strokes could have been prevented? Not by surgery, not by medication, but by simply removing one popular vitamin from their daily routine. Yes, a vitamin, one you might be taking right now. And I'm begging seniors, please stop taking it until you hear this. This vitamin doesn't boost your health. It can silently thicken your blood, increase your clotting risk, and skyrocket your chance of stroke. And here's the worst part. It's often recommended in anti-aging and heart health supplements. Let me tell you the story of how I discovered the truth and what every senior needs to know before it's too late. Her name was Linda, 74 years old, active, sharp as a tack. She walked into my office just 3 weeks before her stroke. Nothing alarming. Slight dizziness, occasional headaches, blood pressure normal, cholesterol a bit high but manageable. She told me she was taking her daily multivitamin plus something her neighbor swore by, high-dose vitamin E capsules. Good for the heart, they said, except Linda didn't have a heart attack. She had a massive ischemic stroke caused by a blood clot in her brain. She survived, but her speech never fully returned. She never played with her grandkids the same way again. That's when I started digging deeper. The research no one told you about vitamin E has long been promoted as a powerful antioxidant. It fights free radicals, it protects cells, but in high doses, especially when taken daily, it can thin your blood too much. You see, vitamin E interferes with vitamin K, the vitamin your body uses to control clotting. This creates a dangerous imbalance, especially in older adults who are already on medications like aspirin, warfarin, or statins. A 2005 meta-analysis published in the journal Annals of Internal Medicine analyzed data from over 135,000 people. It found that high-dose vitamin E supplementation over 400 IU day was linked to increased risk of all-cause mortality, particularly from hemorrhagic stroke. Yet no one talks about this. Why? Because vitamin E still sells. It's in your multivitamin. It's in your anti-aging packs. It's marketed as natural, heart-healthy, and essential. But natural doesn't mean harmless. In medicine, dose is everything. How blood clots form and why it's so dangerous for seniors. Let me explain what a blood clot does to the brain. Blood clot traveling to the brain. When blood becomes thicker from dehydration, stress, poor circulation, or even supplement interactions, clots form more easily. These clots travel through your arteries, and in the brain, they act like a cork in a bottle. They block oxygen from reaching brain cells. Within minutes, brain tissue starts to die. This is what we call an ischemic stroke, the most common type of stroke in seniors, and here's the scary part. You won't know it's happening until it's too late. The early signs are subtle: slurred speech, one-sided weakness, blurry vision, confusion. But once the clot hits, the damage can be irreversible. The hidden danger of supplement stacking. I had another patient, Michael, 68 years old, healthy, fit, no medications. He was proud of his supplement cabinet, took over 12 pills every morning. Turmeric, fish oil, vitamin E, ginkgo biloba, magnesium, garlic extract, all marketed for brain health. But together, they created a perfect storm. Each one slightly thins the blood, but in combination, they drastically increase bleeding risk, especially during a fall, a minor cut, or even dental surgery. And this is what most people don't understand. Supplements interact, And unless your doctor knows exactly what you're taking, you're flying blind. But isn't vitamin E essential? Yes, but only in small dietary amounts. You can get enough vitamin E from sunflower seeds, spinach, almonds, avocados, olive oil. These foods provide balanced, safe levels of vitamin E, along with other nutrients that regulate absorption. The problem is when people take synthetic supplements, especially the DL-alpha tocopherol version, in 400 to 1000 IU doses. These are levels your body was never meant to handle daily, especially as you age. What I tell my patients. Now today, when seniors come to me asking what vitamins to take, I start by asking what they eat. Then I tell them, unless you're deficient, don't supplement. If you must take vitamin E, stick to natural versions, D-alpha tocopherol, low doses, under 200 IU day, only with your doctor's approval. And if you're taking blood thinners, NSAIDs, or have a history of stroke, avoid it completely unless your neurologist says otherwise. Linda is doing better now. She's in physical therapy. She laughs again. But she told me something that broke my heart. If I had known that vitamin could do this, I would have stopped years ago. That's why I'm making this video, because there are thousands of Lindas out there watching this right now. And if I can stop just one more stroke, this video was worth it. Please, if you're over 60 or have parents or grandparents who are, check their supplements, ask their doctors. Don't assume natural means safe. We all want to live longer, healthier lives, but sometimes doing less is the smartest move. Let your food be your medicine, and never take a pill just because someone on the internet said so, including me. I'm just here to warn you before it's too late.